Hi, Great Tex, Piro. Hi, Great Tex. This is Piro. I like your video on business and busyness and laziness, and I call the people slackers. I'm somewhere in the middle. I'm really driven about some things. I don't believe in being bored. I like to kick back, but I'll be thinking about something. I'll have a notebook. I'll definitely at least be reading, whatever. Anyway, beside the point. What I think is really interesting about what you said is I have had thoughts often along similar lines, which is basically, a good kind of egalitarianism is not where everybody has the same wealth. People should have, very similar chances, categorical chances, and in the category they'd be exactly the same, but they'll always start from different starting points. So things, even potential, won't be the same for everybody, but basically everybody should have the same potential and chance. There shouldn't be any glass ceilings that aren't based on, on merit, which is the definition of a glass ceiling. So now, but what's occurred to me is it's really funny the way, like, CEOs, when they come to a company, they'll start out with 4 or 5 weeks of vacation, or maybe 3. But the point is, with more than just the worker got. And see, this is backward. And I don't think that the poorer people in society hold the wealth of the wealthy against the wealthy, in general, if the following condition is met. Basically, the poor person wants to be rewarded, instead of with money, with free time. So they can do their hobbies, or maybe they're just relaxing. Who knows? Maybe they're really driven. They're not even lazy, but they are driven to do their art, and nobody will pay them for it, or anything else that nobody will pay them for. Or they want to do it in a way that nobody wants to pay for, or whatever. And so, for not having money, they want to be compensated in this free time, and they'll work on their lifestyle. And the fact is, they are a direct help to the people that are workaholics on the other side, because they help those. They can help throw parties. They can help teach those people how to react. They can strike it rich in inspiration and create art that those other people use to wind down. That those other people can use in the 3 days a year that they do take off. CEOs are workaholics. What do they need extra vacation time for? They've got extra money, and then they don't use the vacation. Though, it's debatable. Some of the things that CEOs do as work, going out and having a dinner with a potential business partner, are iffy in terms of how much they're work and how much they are, pleasurable. But I'll give it to them that it's work, because I want to go out and just have a loose time. I don't want to be thinking about business when I'm working. So we will call that work. And the point is, they just laugh while their vacation time builds up, and I got 3 months of vacation, or I have to take vacation, or I'm going to lose it, and they don't really want to, and they probably should be forced to take a certain amount of it. But my basic point is, the people at the poor end of the economic spectrum just want 2 things. One, not to be so poor. Well, it could even be called one thing. They don't want to be too poor that they can't survive. And if they're that poor, they won't be able to relax. They won't have free time. They'll have to work really hard, unless extreme poverty where there's not even a chance. And that's why they are separate things. On the one hand, they would like there, to be a reasonable minimum. People should have health care, I think, is one of the minimums, Now, and then the other thing is they want free time in return for, they're not working. They want, as hard. They want to be able to be poorer because they slack more. And they'll be happy with that. They'll look at the wealthy guy and they'll say, I wouldn't want to be him. I don't like that much work. And they'll say, give him extra money, anything to make it so that I don't have to work that hard, that much, that often, that long. So I totally agree with what you're saying. And I think exactly this. I think social equity, it's occurred to me lately that really the whole system of social equity, I haven't thought this through, but I'm saying my impression when I'm looking down this road of where this thought leads is that basically a system of social equity that rewards the hardworking people and entrepreneurship and this kind of thing, but doesn't abuse the poor people. It could be designed as derived from this principle of making a system where the people that are slackers don't get screwed. And of course they're going to get screwed because they're going to slack off in fighting for their rights too, probably. Statistically overall. And, so let them have a minimal and decent lifestyle, and let their lack of ambition mean they have more free time just to spend at the river or the ocean or taking walks or playing guitar or whatever they want.